Hello friends, it's the Stitches. Quite some time ago, I received a copy of a little comic called Sleepy Giantess Good Morning that I reviewed on this channel. If by chance you've been around that long and you saw that video, you'll know that I gave it a glowing review. Sleepy Giantess Good Morning is split up into 3 chapters. Each one consists of a date that the 2 characters go on. I won't go into too much detail, but I will leave my original review linked in the description if you want to check it out. At the end of this book, it states that the story will continue in The Sorceress's Wife, and at the end of last year, The Sorceress's Wife was finally released. One of the creators reached out to me and asked if I would like a copy of it, and of course I said yes. So today I'm going to give a little review of this comic zine, The Sorceress's Wife. I did receive both of these as gifts. However, I was not actually asked to review either of them, but I enjoyed them, and I figure many of you might enjoy them as well. I won't do a full flip through since this isn't a vintage zine and is still currently available, and I want you to go support the original creators, so I'll just give you a little taste of the contents. The Sorceress's Wife opens up with the main character, Lily, fiddling with her hair and struggling to figure out what to do with it, and I thought that this was incredibly cute. It sort of reminds me of this scene at the end of Sleepy Giantess Good Morning where they're making funny faces at each other. I really like how expressive these characters are, and the art is absolutely lovely. She's eventually interrupted by her mother, and we can gather that she's getting ready for a wedding. The wedding ceremony takes up the entirety of the scene. She has to go through several trials that are being staged by her family before she gets to an area where the vows of sorts are spoken. The trials are part of a cultural ritual that simulates crossing over from girlhood into womanhood, and in and of themselves, they tell a pretty vibrant story. I just love how her family seems really into it, especially with all the elaborate costumes. The zine itself is fairly short. It was a quick read, but I thought it was a nice follow-up to Sleepy Giantess Good Morning. If you watched my original review, in it I mentioned that I wondered what happened to their first date because the original book starts with their second date, and at the end of The Sorceress's Wife there is in fact a mini-comic devoted to the first date. Again, I don't want to spoil too much, so I'll leave it at that. I will say though, that probably my favorite thing about both these works is that while there is nudity and sensuality, it is after all a depiction of a very passionate lesbian couple. It is not overtly sexual. It's very rare to find lesbian media that has been divorced from fetishization. These works allow their characters to freely live in their own bodies, to embrace their own sexuality, but without any sense of voyeurism. I just really appreciate that, and I wish that there was more of that in the world in general. If you are interested in purchasing a copy of The Sorceress's Wife for yourself, you can get one at questioncave.com. I'll leave a link for that as well in the description, and while you're there, you can either pick up a copy of Sleepy Giantess Good Morning as well, or you can actually read it online for free. That's all for today. This was just a short little snippet of a video. I'm trying to upload every other week or so. I think that's a more feasible and sustainable pace for me, and that will hopefully prevent me from randomly disappearing for months on end. I know today's upload was short, but my next video will be much longer, and with that, I hope everyone has a good day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye! The scene at the end of oh no. It's very rare to find lesbian media that has been divorced from fetishizing. Oh my god, I can't today.